Okay, today's training is going to be on the Northeast Healthcare Quality Foundation site. And what we're going to do is show the back end and show how to operate it. Currently the site is a pretty large site with a lot of pages to it. A whole ton of pages here. We're going to do some training on how to move some things around. We're going to take abstract, and right now we've got it over to the side. I'm going to show you how to move it back in so it's back in line, and I'm going to show you how to move it back out. We're also going to talk about the slider, and we're going to talk about how to change this, edit this information that's up here. You can also change slides and backgrounds obviously as well. We'll talk about the contact form as well, and the contact page and how that's set up, and what we need to do to send it to a specific email address. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the back end. Whenever you're logging into the back end, it's always going to be your domain name plus wp-admin. Now I've actually got this set up on this page right here. Actually, let me just close this out so we can start from scratch. So to edit your pages, you just click on a page. And you can go down this. All of your pages are going to be in the pages area. For this site, there's no posts or anything special like that. And there's multiple pages. There's actually 2 pages, and each one has a bunch of items on it. It's like 39 items on this particular page, or 39 items total. So we're just going to go down to the home page right now. I'm going to click edit on that. And all of the information, all of the written text, we've gone ahead and put in the editor right here. So you can go ahead and change this information really, really easily. You can also click on text if you want to get into the code of it. However, in most cases, you're just going to edit in the visual area, and then you can make items bold. You can also go to the text area and then make this an H1 by putting in the H1 title tags and HTML code. And you can do that with any of this area. Anywhere that is strong is obviously a bold statement, bolded out statement, and we can open this in a new link so we can just see the home page. And you can see that each one of these has that strong statement right in there. Okay, that is for this area here. Okay, so everything that we've got set up on all the pages is pretty much in the editor area. Go ahead and leave this page. Anytime you make changes on a page, you want to be sure that you hit the update button. Now, if you don't want to make those changes, obviously, like I touched a couple of things, and then I could have clicked update, that would have updated the live page. But in our case, we don't want to do that. So just to check the actual page, this actual page, the About Us page, you can click View Page. I'm going to go ahead and click Open in a New Link. Right click on it, click Open a New Link. You can see where this image is at right here. Let's say you wanted to move that over to the left-hand side. Just click on the image. That's going to open up this, and click the editor portion. And you can see that the image is right here. You can change it to a different size. If you had a large image, let's say 1000 or 1200 or 1500 or whatever. But in this case, we're just going to choose the medium size, 300 by 219. We're just leaving it, obviously. But let's go ahead and make this go to the left-hand side. Instead of being on the right over here, we're going to move this over to the left-hand side. So we click on left there, then we click Update. And you can see that it's moved over to the left-hand side. Now, anytime you import a new image, you will see that the image is actually going to go above. It'll actually go in the top left-hand corner of the editor area, but then the text is going to go down below that. Okay, and this will be all white. When that happens, you want to click on this and then choose left, right, or center, and then you can click update. Okay. In our case, right now we're just moving it from the right hand side to the left hand side. So we've clicked left right there, click update, and then we're going to update the page. Now once we update the page, we'll be able to go back here and refresh. Always make sure you refresh that, and you'll see that this will go back over to the left. Okay? So it's that simple. You can add media just by clicking this add media right here, and it'll open up a box, and you can choose one of the items that you've already got, one of the images that you've already got uploaded. This will fill. It'll take a minute for everything to fill. But in our case, since I'm doing this video really fast, I'm not going to wait for that. You can upload new files by clicking select files. And let's just see if I have an image here. I do have an image. Let me choose. These are all actually really large images, but just for the sake of it, let's choose one. And then we'll take a look at that, if you're able to do that or not. These I purchased all the licenses from Shutterstock. Okay. Now we can see right here that this file size is huge. It's going to take up the whole entire screen. Okay. You got your title here, and you put your alt tag in here if you're going to do that. What we want to do is not do the full size. We want to change it to the 300. If that's not selected, make sure you do select that. I'm going to go ahead and insert it into post, and you can see, like I said, this is the image is up top and everything else is down below. Okay. Now if you're going to change it and make it look like this, you just click on the edit button, click on left, and then click update. Right now we're just going to go ahead and delete that, and let's go ahead and move this one back to the right hand side. Click on right, then click update, and make sure you update the page. I move around a lot, so this moves to trash highlights, but it's really not doing anything. Don't click on that because you'll actually move it to trash. If you do that, you can pull it back out. It's okay, you won't permanently delete it. Now that we've updated that, we go back and click refresh, and it moved the image back over to the right. Okay. Now on this, we have a table in here, and you can modify that table, you can modify the information, you can do all that stuff with this table. There's also the text editor right there that shows the table lines. The breakdowns, you can change all that information in there. Now on the home page, now all the interior pages are pretty much going to be set up like this. You can get more complex if you wanted to. There's page creators. You can activate these page creators and create individual modules that will set it up in a little different format. It'll break this up into different squares so you can see different text boxes and different setups. Okay. But we've made it really simple for you guys to use. You can just edit everything in the edit area. So most of the interior pages are like that. I'm going to show you the home page real quick to show you something else on the home page. Click edit. We're going to show you the slider shortcode, it's actually not shortcode, it's picked slider in this. Click on slider and teaser, and it'll show you the shortcode of which slider we're using. Layer slider ID number 3. Now we've uploaded a whole bunch of different examples here, so you can actually go through and change examples out throughout your site, and you can add them to different pages if you wanted to. It's a very simple process. But you can see every page is going to have this title bar across here that slider and teaser. You click on that, it's going to open this up, and you can pick either slider or you can enter short code or whatever. If you pick slider, it'll ask for the name of the slider. That more applies to the revolutionary slider where you name your slides, but with the layer slider, you just enter the short code. And let's go to the layer slider so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we know that it's layer slider number 3, the full width slider. You could rename this if you wanted to, however, we're not going to. And right here is what that slide actually looks like, that first slide. And you can choose slide number 2, you can choose slide number 3, you can add more slides to it. Let's just choose number 1 right now. And we're going to look at this text that is right here. And make sure basic is selected. And then you can change and edit the text right here. You can change the size of it, you can change the color. Now this is HTML code. This is about as hard as it gets right here. You can actually not enter that, but you won't have the effect that this does. Okay, the bold statements or the H1 statement. So just know that. Okay, just know that going into it. And you can choose different options. You can change a whole bunch of different things. More than likely, you're not going to change any of that information. You can move it up and down, etc. from this page. Okay. You could highlight something and the words that you want and select H1, H2, H3, etc. from right here. Or you can click it as paragraph. But if you wanted to get into more custom font colors and particular styles and so forth, you can do that from this information right here. This is the image right here. So you can choose different images. Now again, we've already uploaded these images, so you're all set right there. Some of these are actually older images, but you can see that the new images are up in this area as well. Okay. And that'll change that whole background image. Slide delay, you can change the times on how fast it moves. 6,000 all the way, I mean, you could change it to 15,000 if you wanted to. Double the amount of time. Or you can change it to 2,000 where it slides through incredibly fast. But all of that information is controlled through this layer slider area. Okay? Let's go over to contact forms real quick. Just click on the contact button. And we actually had multiple forms in here. This one you can change and edit later on if you wanted to, but right now, and you can tell that it says copy right in this area here. So it's a copy of the first one. But this is the short code that you're going to want to grab. It's actually already set up, so you don't have to do anything. But that's the short code that we actually paste on the contact page. And I'll show you where that is in a minute. Right now, I'm just going to open this up to show you some things. You can create different boxes if you wanted to. Your name, your email address, you can have them put in a subject. You could delete this out and have no subject in there, so it's just their name, their email, and then their message. And then this is the submit button code right here. Now where this information goes to right now, AJ is my lead project manager. We've got it set up to go into his email address. But you can change this to support@NHCQF or .com or whoever handles support for you guys. Just change that information in there. So let's go back to pages and we're going to go check out the contact page now. Contact Us page, click Edit, and that'll open up. Again, the text area is all written right here, and you can see that this last line says Contact Form 7 It's contact form 1. This is the short code that I was talking about. So this actually grabs from the contact page. But again, you're rarely ever going to mess with this. You should have it set for life, really. And then you can change any of the information that you want to change right there. Okay? I think that's pretty much it. We've got all-in-one SEO on there. You can go through your site, and on each page, there's different settings that you can set up, and conicals and everything like that. You can actually manually put in the homepage title right here, homepage description, homepage keywords, all of that information right here. However, on each page, we actually do have the all-in-one SEO pack will show up on each one of those pages as well. And right here you can enter the title. Oh, by the way, it generates it automatically, and it grabs whatever your first few sentences are automatically. However, you can put that in here and it'll override whatever information is right there. Let's go to menus real quick. Go to appearance, then menus. And if you wanted to move abstraction, right now we've got it popping out under nurses. I think we actually want that above that anyways. So you just grab that, drag it, and for right now I'm just going to put it back in line. You can have it as a sub-menu of hospital improvement, but for right now let's just put it back in line. And I'm going to click Save Menu. And then while this is refreshing still in the menu, I can click refresh on this page, and now the drop down has abstraction back in line rather than a sub-menu shooting out to the side of hospital quality improvement. Go ahead and move that back out to right here. And if you don't like any pages, let's say you don't like choose an easy one here. Let's say you don't like the contact page, or you want to remove it from the menu itself. You can simply go to the menu and then click Remove, then click Save Menu. We'll go ahead and refresh this page, and voila. Contact Us is gone. All of these menu items, home was over here, they all moved over one space to fill that void. They come off from the right. Now we want to put that menu item back in. If you don't see it right here in the most recent, you can click View All, or you could search for it, and you can just type in whatever the name is. In our case, we know it's right here, so I can just click Contact Us. And all menus, all items, when you click them, are going to go to the bottom of the list. Okay, they're not going to know where to go. So let's say we deleted About Us and then put it back in. About Us, when we put it back in, will show up at the bottom. And then you just click on it, drag it, and put it back up to where you want it to be. Okay? Click Save Menu. Put this back in. And you can see it's not there. We've got to refresh this page. Refresh this page, and Contact Us is back in. It's really that simple. I see some things right here that we want to fix. So this says Spam at United. So let's go into our theme options. Under Appearance is Theme Options. As you know, this is the Delaware theme. Click on Theme Options, and there is your logo right here. You can also upload a little favicon. I don't know if you have one right now. Don't think there was one, or at least we don't have that information. Google Analytics, when we transfer your site over, you're going to want to put Google Analytics, move your script over into this area. Just insert the script there, then put Save All Changes, and that will update the theme to have Google Analytics. I would go back through and resubmit a sitemap once you get done with the site. Resubmit a sitemap to Google Analytics so it goes back through and checks your site again. Okay, the new site that we load up for you. You can choose settings right here. Here's the top header contact information. So we could put whatever contact information you wanted to put right here. And then whatever phone number you want to put here. No, that's not the one I want. Guess you do have your phone numbers right there, but let me just go grab this here. Copy this, go back in, click paste. And then click Save All Options. Actually, while we are here, what does your support email address actually say? Doesn't look like you have a support email set up here. I don't see it anywhere else on your page either. So probably something you want to get to us is that email address. You can also delete these out and there will be nothing in the top header. So since we hit Save All Options, you can see this information that's up here at the top. Let's go ahead and refresh the screen. And that information has been changed. Okay. But you can do all kinds of things from this particular page. Copyright, NHCQF, and then I'm probably going to add my website built by or website designed by one of our sales sites. Header, you can choose different styles, but we've got actually a fixed header for you, so you're all set with that. I think your social media links, if you're going to add social media links, you can put in your Flickr account, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube account, whatever accounts you wanted to have, and it will add that. You just put in the URL, and it will add that up there in the right-hand side. I believe it's also going to add it on the footer as well, probably right in this area here. So that's just something easy for you guys to be able to do. Just grab the links and put them in. Okay. Custom codes, you're not going to deal with that. If you wanted to change the fonts, you could upload your own font. You could change the body of the font. You can choose different styles right here. Just make sure you click Save All Changes after you get done. And then there is theme info. The copyright section is kind of a tricky section. We'll put SEO Phoenix. That's one of my sites. SEO Phoenix.com. Because I built your site. Click change. And so let's go see what it says right here. Actually, I think I have this removed. So even if I change that, it's probably not going to change it. So let me click refresh and just see what it does. Yeah, it doesn't even show it there. But at some point in time, we're going to put that in there, just so you guys know. All right, I think that pretty much covers everything. Plugins constantly need to be updated. You guys know that. they're always updating the version. So you just go through, click update now, and then it's going to say, you know, whatever, updating, return back to plugins. Oh, leaflet mats. If you don't have a mat set up, we can dismiss this notice. We can actually set up a mat like that. In fact, guys, I love this theme so much. It is my SEO Phoenix theme. And I'll just show you my contact page so you can see what it looks like with the map. This is the map they have. It's a pretty cool map. It's interactive. So you can move around on it. You can see different stuff. It doesn't. It shows in color too. So this is our office. It shows this nice little bubble for our office and so forth. So anyway, just something to think about if you want to put that on your contact page. We can put it across the top here, so the whole map is showing. Everything else can slide down. Actually, this is your contact page. Yeah, to this contact page. It'll show up just like this slider is, except for it'll be on your contact page, and it'll look like mine. Okay. I think that's pretty much it, guys. Call me for anything. I'm here to support you. I built your site. I'll always be here to support you, no matter what you guys need. All right, thanks.